Good evening, guys. Welcome to FPRL Division 2. Tonight we are around the French Grand Prix circuit. I'm myself, BF1 Racer, as always, the head of comms for F2. And tonight I have a surprise guest. A kid up from north, the land of Scotland. It's No Shells. Good evening, No Shells.
Hi.
You have included your audio, haven't you?
Yeah,
You haven't done the rookie mistake.
I'm not that thick. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, just testing. Right, only 8 drivers tonight, that's unfortunate, but we have had a shake-up with a lot of the F2 from the past few races going up to F1. But let's hope it's an entertaining race. I guess less cars, less incidents, better racing. Let's hope. Just wait and see how the chat is.
A bunch of drivers
So-
got stuck in the lift, that's why they're not here. It's a bit like 2019.
Yeah. So going off past races that you've seen, No Shoals, who are you expecting to be at the front of these 8 drivers?
I will be honest, I've not watched many past races, but what from I have heard that Jack is pretty quick on the pace. I'm also pretty certain that Button and Fish Sticks could be up there, but I couldn't really say confidently anyway.
Well, speak of the devil, we've got Klutschak out on track first. He's on the softs. The strategy around here is either soft to hard, medium to hard, or hard to soft, to be honest, to get the most out of it. So it's going to be interesting to see what strategies people go for.
Just on the basis of tyres, because I know you're very experienced with this, what percentage range would you say that the tyres will go to until you get a puncture?
Well, I'm glad you've actually asked that. Not. Yeah, I got a puncture on. Well, it literally flicked to 75. Yeah, delaminated.
Dead.
Kaboom. Kabang. What sort of times are you expecting soft and medium runners to be doing?
Oh, wow.
Bear in mind we're on equal, whereas tier 1 now is realistic cars.
That's where it becomes difficult. I'm gonna say we'll be in the 28s definitely. So we'll be looking at maybe sort of high 28s.
He's decided to come in the pit, so he doesn't want to do a lap on softs. Maybe, I don't know. Strange tactics there from Mr. Honda Power. Who is next? No, it's
T-Jerk.
T-Jerk. Do you want to go for a lap with the Ferrari driver?
Sure thing. Alright, we're coming to the last corner now, onto the power, and we've got to get to the line first. Here we go. So he's starting his lap now, keeps it nice, hugged on the right, as much curb as he can take, down into 5th gear. Make sure that you take the curbs. Oh, he's very wide. I reckon that would have been a warning
time
there. Now down into the squirrely section. Oh, he's very wide. He's going to be losing lots of time here. See what his sector split is. 23 dead. It's not the best, but he's still got plenty of lap to claw it back. Now onto this long back straight here. This is where, well, he hasn't really got to do much, has he? Just got to keep the power down. If it was realistic, he would be really slow on this, but thankfully equal. Now into the right, down to 4th gear. Misses the apex again, but he gets this one bang on. Now for the power on the exit. Doesn't take as much curb as you'd normally expect, has to turn out the corner slightly. Now we're coming down to this fast sweeping right hander. Got to make sure that you pick your turn in pretty nicely. I think he's done alright there. And this is a killer of a corner. Takes a really early apex and into the second right. Keeps it nice and clean, doesn't run too wide. And now the inside curb here can be lethal. It just takes the white line. Doesn't take too much exit. And now coming up to these final corners here. Looks to be alright lap. Takes it nice and wide in there. Makes sure you can get it nice and ready for the last corner. Down to second gear and out. And he's got the power. We'll see where this puts him. He goes 31.6.
A few seconds off what he can normally do, but he is getting better every week. I noticed with him, race by race. Who is next? Monkey Boy.
On the power.
Yep. Played second fiddle to his teammates so far this season, but he has been getting points now and then. I'm expecting 29 here at least.
How much you want to bet?
I don't bet with kids, sorry.
I'll put a Lego hat.
I'll bet with Lego bricks because I got loads of them. Nicely through there. Ooh, a bit squirmish on the rear. Bit like us yesterday.
Just a tad.
See what his sector 1 split is. We had to beat a 22-7, so he's already 3 attempts up. See if anyone's in the chat at the moment. Got Overstale 0 says hi all. Leave it in. It's up to 7 viewers now. Working our way up. Nice and good. Middle sector split is a 50.1. Winding round the long right hander, clips the apex and exit curb. Let's see if he can get into the 29s or even a 28 on the mediums. As he comes around the final corner, uses that Honda power. This looks decent. Can he get in the 29s? 30.1. It's a good lap though. Fulton is 4 tenths off Monkey Boy's middle sector. Not many drivers coming out yet. I don't think they've realised it's short quality. Now from Mayo, bit of understeer kicking in there, but opens up for the final corner. Bit tentative on braking and throttle there. Let's see what he does. Can he beat T-Jerk? Oh no, just a bit down on that. Monkey Boy hasn't gone again. Not many drivers out at the moment. Whilst we're waiting then, should we talk about the new game or F1 this weekend?
Well, could talk about the new game.
Well then. So, what are you looking forward to? What promising signs have you seen from Co-Masters for the new game?
Well, I've seen that there will be some new classic cars. I'm very hopeful that they add in some newer ones, like the 2012 Ferrari. That looks good, and some hybrid cars would be nice. But in general, it would be really nice just to see these new tracks, especially Turkey, the most recent addition to the calendar. That would be really nice on the game.
Yeah. And also Jeddah, the really, really new track.
Or as most people would call it, Vietnam 2.0.
Yeah. Skivid's come out, just under 8 minutes to go. Show has Klutschak on the mediums.
I think, Klutschak's should be the first one to set a lap.
Let's see if Klutschak can match his teammate or go quicker. It's going to be interesting to see if he actually decides to do a lap on these tyres. Who have we got watching? 10 viewers. Everyone's very dead in the chat. We will try our best tonight. I know there's only 8 drivers, but yeah, let's hope for some good racing at least. Let's see what his Sector 1 split is. Nice if we turn 5, onto turn 6. 22-1, no shells, he's flying already. Onto the back straight. Yep, Honda power. Let's see how he rotates the car on throttle. Try not to lose the rear like I did.
I wish I'd recorded that now.
It's on stream.
Good.
Around the long right-hander, just about keeps it on. See how it gets on in the final few corners. Long twisty corners into the tight right, which is the final corner onto the pit straight. This is going to be in the 28, maybe? 29.3, there you go. 8/10 ahead of his teammate, that's the benchmark.
Fine.
Now, one of few drivers who can nick that off him is Button on the softer compound. So let's see how we get. So I'm trying to go on board with the other Ferrari driver.
The other? You mean Button? Or?
Well, you did T-jerk, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, right. Well, yeah, we can see it's already at turn 5. His sector, I think he's a 10th down on Klutschak, which is a surprise since he's on the softs. Now on the back straight, we'll see what the top speeds are like. Klutschak just got over 200. Looks like Button's going to do the same. Might even have a bit more pace. Now coming into this chicane, just in the middle of the straight. Oh, he just takes a little bit of apex, keeping it nice and tidy though. Takes a lot more curb on the exit. And coming up to the end of sector 2 now. 49.8. It's not too bad. It could be a good lap. Into this fast right-hander here. Keeps it in the middle of the track quite nicely. Now, takes a lot of curb on the entry. Nice and tight through. Doesn't run too wide on the exit there either. And now into this left-hander. Misses the apex, but nice wide on the exit. Makes sure he gets plenty of speed. Into turn 14 here. Runs wide, and he's into the pits.
So maybe he just wanted to see how the track was with the setup and then come back out for mediums. Oh, Skivid has spun round on his outlap, clipping that inside curb.
Skivid's done a skid.
Curbs on the calendar. That is one of the worst curbs on the calendar.
Yeah.
Gonna try it with Skidvid then?
Go on,
in the Williams boat machine. Right, here we go. With the Williams down the pitch straight.
Are you wanting me to talk?
I mean, you can if you want.
Alright.
He's in the boat.
I have a map now. This is turn 3 here. Oh, it takes it nicely, nicely through. It doesn't take too much curb on the left there, turn 4.
There's balls to help you out.
Yeah, I know, I can't really read. Oh, he's nice and wide there. I'm not very good these days, Ben, I'll be honest.
Oh dear.
Unlike Skivid, who seems to be doing a pretty good job on this lap, I must say. Oh, he's got the frontline speed down this straight, up to 206 miles an hour into the chicane. Quite tentative on the entry though, he's not really pushing it too much. On the exit, just a little skid, but keeps it nice and straight. Up to the end of the sector, It's a 50.6, so a bit down on Button, but obviously the medium won't have the tyre advantage over the softs. Now into turn 11, see what he does here. He keeps it nicely to the middle of the track. Doesn't really widen the exit. He's off the throttle a bit, so lost a bit of time there. Nicely on the curve there, not even on the curve, just on the white line, making sure that he makes it through the corner. Out to turn 14, sticking on the racing line, and into the last corner, just wide off the curve, skiddy out the last, and powers now onto the finish line, and it's going to be third place.
There you go, onto the second row. Fishsticks and David, two very similar drivers in terms of their pace. It's going to be interesting to see. Just over a minute left, so everyone's prompting for the medium tyres, which is the sensible option. So we're going to see a medium hard strategy. The banana boat flying down the pit straight. Breaker just before the curb on the right, flick it in, use all the curb, exit and entry for both parts of turn 1 and 2 there. Into proper turn 3 and 4. Open it up for turn 5, get on the power early, straighten the car up for turn 6. Use all the track on the outside, up to the blue bit. Nicely done there. Onto the pitch straight. Now we know the Renault's quick and realistic car performance. What speed has Fishsticks got on the straight? 333 kph, that's quite quick. I love the engine downshifts in the Renault. Proper grunt to it. He's on a 50.3, that's similar to Skivid and T-Jerk. See how he gets on in the long right hand. A few drivers have struggled in this section of their lap so far. Come up to the corner where Skivid lost it on his out lap. Downshift, a couple of gears, on power, winding around to the second to the last corner of the lap. Going on to the final corner, opens the car up straight as possible, power down early. DRS wide open. Is this going to put him on the second row maybe? Just about, yeah, nice lap. Who is next? David Lowface, match middle. Can this get him on the front? Oh, I told you they were close on pace, Jesus Christ. That is very, very close. What's that, 15, not 50, yeah, 15 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Christ. God, I am good at predicting those sort of things. Button is on a lap again. Now to get onto the second row, he needs to get a low 50 in the middle sector split. Oh, he's a 10th off David's middle sector, so this is going to be close. Let's see what he can do. Coming around the final couple of corners in the Spinala car. Uses all the curb on the inside. That's going to compromise his traction as he floors it. Can he get onto the second row? It's going to be close. 30.5. Who is next? Fishsticks went again, did he? Yeah, he's slightly up. And then backed out. So it's down to David and Monkey Boy. David's in the pit, so can Monkey Boy snatch pole off his teammate?
No.
No. Well, not really a surprise there, but Clutchshot takes pole position by 8/10 margin, but second to sixth is very close, and Monkey Boy retired on track. Can you click that?
Yeah, I've got it. Well then.
Just message him saying you ain't supposed to retire on track. So there we go. only 23 minutes past 8 and we've already done qualifying. Do you want to do a rundown of the qualifying grid no shows?
Yeah. So, only 8 drivers, but they give us a pretty good show. All of them on the mediums, as you can see. So the strategy we'll most likely be looking at is probably medium hard. Although we could see some two-stoppers. We have seen it in some races. Just depends on if we get safety cars. We don't even know the weather, so it could be a factor. But we have Kutjak's on pole position with a 7/10 gap back to his teammate Monkey Boy Kurt. Then Fishsticks and David Lawface in the second row. Button and Skivid just behind them, and T-jerk and force maneuver bringing up the rear.
Thanking you. Let's hope. I think it's either Monkey Boy or Button. I don't really know which one of those is supposed to ready up first, but hopefully.
Oh,
It's very overcast.
yeah.
That's interesting. So maybe there's going to be rain midway through the race or near the end of the stint for mediums, hence people have gone for mediums rather than softs.
Maybe.
Maybe that's just caught us off guard, who knows. So we just wait. Whilst we're waiting, what's your top 3 predictions for the race? Who are you going to go for?
I'm going to say. I need to look at the race director. I can't remember anymore. I'm going to say Klutjaks, then Fishsticks, and I might as well just go for like.
You haven't got many to choose
I'm
from.
not very good at deciding. I'm gonna say Klutjaks, Fishsticks, and then Monkey Boy Kurt.
Interesting. So Alpha Tauri 1 and 3. I'm gonna go for Klutschak, Button, David Lolface.
Lol.
Let's see what the chat is saying. Not much at the moment. Just waiting for people to ready up for the race. What happens if everyone crashes?
Well, there's.
I just like if we have like 4 or 5 of the 8 drivers crash out. Did we just take that as results, or do we carry on? Because normally with a crash,
You're the rulebook
and
guy,
there's a
not
big
me.
grid. I'm not. Roberts, if you're in the chat, answer please.
I don't know.
That's not how he talks.
Nah, that's how I talk.
Oh, I thought you did an impression of Roberts then. That was the complete opposite end of the scale then of voicing. Just waiting for drivers to ready up. Hopefully someone readies up. I don't care who now.
We could ask a
There's no
trivia
designated
question
host.
for the chat.
Don't tell me you're going to do your stupid questions of the night or whatever they're called. Fun facts. There you go.
No, it's well.
No Shoals is FPRL fun fact. Go on.
It's an F1 race on an F1 game, so why don't we ask an F1 trivia question? You know,
Right, go on then.
I haven't thought of it yet.
My knowledge isn't very good before 2007.
All right, well, I'll make it simple then. I'll try. All right, 2 very simple questions. So, first of all, in the 2010s, which 2 drivers both took their maiden wins at the Spanish Grand Prix? And secondly, who were those two drivers? Yeah.
Did you say the year 2010 or
Just the 2010s,
that
the
decade
decade.
starting? Yeah. Verstappen in 2016 and was the second one before 2016? Must have been, yeah. It would have been either Hamilton or Rosberg or Bottas. I don't know. Oh, Maldonado.
The king himself.
Oh, how could I forget him? The greatest driver of all time.
He should have gotten a Mercedes seat.
I've just put, I give authority to whoever ready's up now.
Everyone's too scared that, like, I'm gonna lose my job.
Okay. Thank you, fish sticks right up. There we go. He's not getting a penalty. I'll fight his corner at court.
You can be the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Right, this is not difficult for you, no shells. Go through the grid, front to back, or back to front, whichever. You can go really slow as well if you want, just in case you're struggling to pronounce some of the names.
Okay. If whatever I do here, am I gonna have to like carry it on? Because I know some people have
No.
their special ways of doing the grid order.
Well, you can do your special way.
All right, I'm just gonna do it my normal way. So, I mean, first of all, welcome to the stream if you've just joined us. This is Division 2 of FPRL, and we are at France, this beautiful track with the blue and the red. Red. So, 8 drivers going to be driving here. Got an Alpha 1-2, starting with Klutjaks, who put on pole position by 7/10. It's worth noting, though, that Monkey Boy Kurt, just starting his last lap, did have a little spin. So, he might have gone faster, but anyway, he starts second. Then we have Fish Sticks, and he is followed up by David Lolfields on the second row. The Renault and the Racing Point, with the R's. Then RSF and Button in the Ferrari, which is a bit quicker than what we were racing last night. Obviously on equal cars, number 22. Then we got Skivid in the Williams, which is definitely faster, let's face it. It's also a very nice car. Then T-Jerk in the other Ferrari, meaning Skivid's in a little sandwich there. And then at the rear, we've got Force Manure in the Alfa Romeo. All drivers starting on the medium tyre, and all of them hoping to get to the end of the race, I hope.
Yeah, to be honest, I think any of them will take any position. Maybe not Klutschak, he'll just want to win, especially starting on pole, but I think they'll all be a bit safer with their overtaking and defending. In fact, there's 8 drivers, so if they lose out on a position to a faster guy, it's not the end of the world. Do you know what, No Shells? As it's your first time commentating FPRL, I will let you do the intro.
Really?
Yes.
You want me to do the first lap?
Yes, you can.
Alright. Let's try and not mess this up.
This is a test. The head of comms will be watching this back. Okay, Captain Kentucky Fried Kent.
Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And are we going? It's lights out and away we go. Jax gets a good start, and we've got Monkey Boy Curl coming up beside him. He's going to go and try around the outside here. Into the first corner we go. Klutjak leads, followed by Monkey Kurt. The two behind them going side by side. Button has to back out a bit, means David Lowface is all over the back of him. They seem to have all gotten through pretty nicely. Force Manure up into 7th place now.
Nice start.
Coming up to the end of the first sector. Top 3 have all staying the same. It's going to be interesting to see how the set-offs play though as we go into the race. Going down this straight now, some people using the RS, some people not. It's going to be a big factor. No one looks to be putting a move on anyone just yet. The gaps are already opening up. It's only halfway through the first lap, but Monkey Boy Kurt is on the back of Clute Jack, so he's going to have to try and keep that gap nicely, but the two Alphas are pulling just slightly ahead of the rest of the pack. Fish Sticks, Button, David Littleface just in the back of Button, but and then we've got T-Jerk and Slivy just falling back just a bit, lost 2 positions so far on the start.
All staying within about a second of each other, so that's good to see so far. Although the biggest gap, as we can see, is the Renault's dropping off the 2 Alpha Tauris, but Clute Shack trying to pull that 1 second gap.
He's derated massively by the end of that, as is his teammate. They'll be trying to pull the gap as much as they can with the ERS, but for how long that advantage will last, we'll not know.
Of course, Manure just passed the Ferrari of T-Jerk. Oh, T-Jerk just lost the rear. I think he corrected an oversteer and then's gone the complete opposite way to the correction there.
I think he'll try to find a shortcut.
But luckily for him, it's an open track with no, well, very limited gravel. Well, here comes Button with a lot of ERS. We're going to start to see Fish Sticks, Button and David have a nice 3-car battle there. Force Manure's on the back of him as well. Unfortunate for T-Jerk there, really just lost the rear end. Cadder's in the chat says Clute Shack, Monkey Boy, Fish Sticks top 3, not sure on the order. Interesting.
Does look to be like that so far.
Fish Sticks really struggling to keep up with the top 2 here. Let's have a look at the ERS. Clute Shack 60 yard, yeah, 60 yard as well. I really do hope it's going to be rain because there's a lot of cloud coverage, a bit like our race yesterday, and we know what happened there.
Yeah. Let me see if I can try and dig it out or something.
I'm hoping there's going to be some rain. Right, lap 3, DRS time now. Button tucking in nicely, as well as David behind the Renault, who is slowly, gradually dropping back towards the top 2 here.
Fish Sticks is being very careful at the moment. He's kind of backing Button up a bit.
Oh, this is giving David a chance. Yes, a good run on the Ferrari. You know what time it is? Front line speed! He goes defensive. Not enough Ferrari power in that engine. Late on the brakes. Here comes David. Round turn 9 gets the better exit in the pink machine. Look at the slipstream he's got. But Button defends with the ERS he's got. Turns defence into attack. Using the momentum towards turn 10 and 11. David's gone very wide, but a good little battle there.
Letting the 2 Alphas get away again.
I feel like Button and David may just have the edge on pace on Fish Sticks at this part of the race. Lap 4 now, Clute Shack pulled a 2-second gap. Got a nice 5-car battle brewing here. Skivit just needs to get the DRS there. He's bang on a second detection point. Oh, he's a 10th out. It's unfortunate for him. He's going for it now.
Got the run.
Fishsticks moves to the left, but not enough to cover off Button. Oh, decides to tuck in. That's going to give David a chance to pass him onto the next part of the straight. Not close enough. Well, here comes Button. Look at the speed! Is he going to go side by side? It's turn 10. Oh, had to go on the curb. Very wide there, but this is a nice little battle brewing for the last podium position. Doesn't look like the cloud coverage is clearing. Still lots of dark patches in the skies.
We need a Ted Kravitz spyglass. Or a satellite from Ted Kravitz, that would probably help.
There you go, quick shot with the fastest lap. Chat is very quiet tonight. We've got 10 people watching and only Overstale, Zero and Caddis active at the moment.
If they're put cheese in the chat.
Oh god, no.
Yeah.
Here we go, no shells. Button on the back of Fishsticks again.
Almost lost the back end there. He's not got the run. He's almost at ERS actually.
I know Fishsticks was using the RS, but he's got a very slippery car in a straight line there.
Yeah.
It's good to see Force Manure and Skivid still there or thereabouts. Oh, Button gets a nice run for that long grander there. Flute Shack's just cleared off, and Monkey Boy's dropped roughly the same gap to Fishsticks. So the two Alpha Tauris showing their pace in the early parts of this race. As FPR Falcon says cheese, who, well, I know he can hear me right now. Git. Oh, Button's run is compromised out of turn 1, going into turn 2. Here comes David. Thinks better of it. Skivid is so. Just dropped another second back. Force Manure's just about on the DRS. No, he's not. Is he going to get it? Where's the detection line? There it is. Will he get it?
Nah, he's out.
No. Here comes Button though. Fishsticks really dropping back. Look at David's straight line speed! What a move this is going to be!
He's playing it smart.
He backs out. They're just playing safe because there's lots of points available with very few drivers.
David's saving his ERS. He knows when he needs to get the move, and that's when Button makes a mistake or just has that fraction less power at the corner. Oh, he's almost right in the back of him there on the braking.
This is a good little 3-car scrap. But this is like the midfield fight in real life, sort of. If Aston Martin pull the finger out their arses.
Yeah. And if Alpine, well, just stops being the little Alpine.
Well, off practice too, they've shown some good pace on the softer compounds.
Oh, David's got a run. Button's just ERSing out of danger. That could have been a warning there. T-Jerk's the only one with a warning so far. Everyone's keeping it
I
clean.
think he got it when he spun, did he?
He might have done.
But not quick enough on a straight without the ERS to use. Starting to see the superior pace of Fishsticks, Button and David compared to Force Manure and Skivid. But they're not out of it yet. Long way to go. Already on lap 7, just about to start lap 8 and I'm in. It's gone very quick.
Almost at the pit stop territory. The strategy said lap 11 to lap 13, so should be expecting some people in by then, unless they're on 2 stops. Then it could be roughly the same time, double softs, or it could be anything.
Oh, David got a nice run over turn 1 and turn 2 curve there. He's all over Button. But again, he decides to think better of it. But he needs to get a good exit out of turn 6 and 7. This is a really good scrap for the podium, these 3 drivers. Having a ding-dong battle.
Oh, David's had to sacrifice his exit there.
So gets the DRS though. Using his ERS now. Has he caught Fishlick napping here? He may have. He's snuck up the inside here. They're going to go side by side into turn 10. Oof. But again, Fishlick holds it. Does he? Yeah.
Oh, David's round.
Oh no. What happened there?
I'm not sure. I think he's just lost it.
Did he lose it on the curb?
Must have done.
He's still there though. Can recover it back.
Yeah. Then there were 2.
Here we go. Button again with the DRS on the pit straight. Third of the way through this French Grand Prix. Just about keeps it on the curb. T-Jerk after that spin still keeping the 12-13 second gap to David ahead, so he's doing alright. Fair play to him for sticking it out as well. Scotsman put Suriname made it tonight. I got flat tire on the way home. Yeah, I saw the picture. It's fine though, Scotsman. You'll be back for the Austrian Grand Prix.
You get plenty of punctures around there. And DRS failures.
David Lowface already brought that 2.5 gap down to Skivid. Oh, Skivid's gone wide. And makes the move. Let's see if Button will go for it this time. It's going to be interesting to see when they pit because it's staying overcast. So will there be rain later on in the race or are they just trying to hang it out?
One of life's big questions, yes.
We shall find out. Hopefully there is rain at some parts.
You love the rain. You love the traction. You love the...
I like the rain on equal cars. It was a bit of a handful in the AlphaTauri. When you had a dry setup and then you forget to readjust. Button is using his DRS this time. No, he's not. He's got the DRS though. Fishlick's not using it, but he's still quick in a straight line.
Button has a
now
good exit.
He uses it. Yeah, he uses it out of the chicane. Can he catch him napping again and pull the move up this time? Uses the momentum round turn 10, approaching turn 11. Not quite. Skivid's coming back at David here. David covers him off for now. Klutschak, meanwhile, building the gap 5 or 6 tenths left. Oh, Monkey Boy's gone for the undercut.
First to pit.
For a second, I thought I saw rain then. Must have been dreaming.
I think you need my glasses more than I do then.
Yeah.
Well,
Specsavers, can you sponsor this league? Thank you.
Force manure and skidded.
Yep. Hard tyres should be the preferred tyres to use. Helicopter camera, lovely. On board with the battle between these two matched drivers, you'd have to say. Ooh, Button goes in very tight angle there. Will compromise his exit. Needs a good run. Does he use his ERS this time? Does he need to get past him before the pits? Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to save it for the chicane. Is he close enough on exit? Out of turn 9. Ooh. He uses a bit of his ERS here. Not close enough. Monkey Boy's already gained 7-8 tenths on this lap. Klutschak has come in the pit, so the gap was about 6.5 seconds between the AlphaTauri drivers before Monkey Boy pitted. Now the hard tyres would work better as around the track as the tyre temps are easy to control. That is a shame for Fish Sticks. That will hamper him. I want to see where Klutschak comes out, because Monkey Boy's just approaching the final corner now. Yeah, he's got the gap still. T-Jerk's got a pen speed and no.
David Lolface has made up the time to Fish Sticks and Button again almost.
Can he get out ahead of Skivid still? It's going to be close. He's going to go around the outside though. Inside for turn 2. Ooh, very close strike between the two there. It just looks like there's going to be rain at any moment. The way the track just looks so dark. David Lolface is using all of his DRS. No, he turns it off, but he's still got the DRS.
I have an idea.
Not quick enough. What?
Can anyone in the chat recommend ways of getting it to rain? Like, do we need to do a prayer or a saying?
David's on the back here. Ooh, very close to touching then. So Monkey Boy kept the gap. Didn't get an undercut boost there on his teammate. Fish Sticks with that 5-second stop go. Hopefully for him it rains indefinite now for him to have a chance of the podium. David's getting slightly held up here. Skivid locks up into the final corner. I can't breathe on lap 13 already.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, we do apologise in the chat. Only 8 drivers. I know Scotsman's tyre kaboomed. We will be finding drivers later on if you fancy joining us. Anyone in the chat? If you want to help out with the league as much as you can, there's the offer after this race. Let's see if David can get him this time, no shoals.
He's got the DRS, but he's just out of that. He's still got the slipstream, he's still got the DRS, but he's just not close enough at the moment. Oh,
Skivid's holding him back.
Runs wide. He's got the run now. Uses up his ERS. He's going to try down the inside. He should have him before turn 10 here. Pretty easy move.
You could say he was laughing his way past the Williams. But I had to say, it's in his name, you know.
It's okay,
Good
Ben.
analogies.
It's okay.
You know, laughing out loud, he's laughing out loud. The loud bit is the engine as he roars past him.
You don't need to explain it. Let's just move on, please.
Well, you're a bit of a slow burner, you are tonight. Falcon! Exclamation mark. It's not a bloody Twitch command, you prat. Right, that's it. Falcon's dropped to reserve in the tier 1. Thank you. Robert, to make that possible. Thank you. Button's clawing his way back up to fish sticks. They want round 2. Just out of the DRS range at the moment, Button. In the first stint he was neck and neck with fish sticks, but he has dropped back slightly. As we are roughly halfway in the race now. Please, rain. Doesn't look like it's getting any darker, no shoals.
Not at the moment, it doesn't seem. Jacks gets fastest lap again.
He's a man on a mission.
It's a case of maximum points at this point.
Let's see if Button can get a good run in sector 1 to close that gap to get the DRS. Not quite close enough, but he's gained a few tenths in the first sector here. Lots of short shifting to keep the engine from not overheating. So far, Klutschak keeping that gap. We've bumped it up to 7.5 seconds now. Fish sticks slowly clawing in Monkey Biscuits. Monkey Biscuit. Oh my god.
That's the one, yeah.
Monkey Boy Kurt. God, my brain ain't working now. You're giving off bad vibes, no shows.
I'm giving him
Monkey Biscuits. That's his name now. And I just know Falcon's going to be laughing in the background now. David Lolface. David Lolface is on the back of Force Video.
He's within DRS now. Could have a good chance going down the back straight as long as he keeps it nice and close through this first sector. He's got a nice run out of turn 2 there. Both doing the same strategy almost. Manure just a lap older tyres, but it shouldn't play too much of an effect. You see the difference in the lines they take. Both of them work, but just at different parts of the track. Manure kick out the back end there, coming onto the straight now. Looks like pretty even exits, and DRS for David Lowface. Manure's going to try and defend it. He's going to stick to the racing line. Dave's going to go down the inside into the braking zone, and Manure goes deep in the corner, doesn't fight off too much, and David is up into 5th. 8.8 the Button now, and 11 laps to go. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, good move from David there on Force Manure. He slightly ran deep going into turn 9, the Alfa Romeo driver, but still keeps 6th position on track, which is not too bad, I guess, but Klutschak's gap just over 8 seconds now to Monkey Boy. T-Jerk still hanging in there, so he'll be happy with finishing 8th unless something catastrophic happens.
Like a puncture.
Funny. I was thinking rain. I have noticed that I'm seeing less light in the clouds than I was 5-6 laps ago.
True.
Like, looking up into turn 1, I saw a lot of light earlier in the clouds. Now I'm not. The darkness is brewing over the lights, over the French circuit. Will we see rain? Button still trying to catch fish sticks, get in the DRS zone, but to be honest, I don't think he'll want to try and fight past fish sticks because he'll get third on track. Some of yours there or thereabouts. Skivid's caught back up as well, so he's showing signs of good pace on the hard tyres. Let's see what he can do. Can he close the gap in the last sector to get that DRS? Button, meanwhile, still trying to find that DRS range on the Renault ahead of him. The gap at the front's dropped a bit. Has he been using ERS? Maybe, yeah. He's got about 20% less than his teammate there, Monkey Boy.
We've got a few more warnings on the board.
We've got warnings.
David is one away from a penalty. Then one warning for force manure, Button, Skid, and T-Jerk.
Ooh, pressure mountain. To be honest though, I haven't really, when I've been on board, I haven't really seen him go completely off the track. Maybe it's just when they come out the pits, or I know a couple have spun. Let's see. The gap's coming down here. In the front was 8.4 on lap 15. Maybe Klutschak's starting to feel the pressure a bit, or just managing with his ERS.
We could see a challenge for the lead.
Button is really trying to close in on fish sticks because he's used a lot of ERS up on this lap. We've still got 9 viewers, which is not too bad. One more than the grid we've got. The ratio is working in our favour tonight, no Shoals. Nice run from Button, turn 1, 2 and 3 here. He's within the second zone by a country mile here. This fish stick's got a problem.
I think I'm going blind now. I think I've just seen spots of rain.
I'm just going on board with one of the drivers here. I don't see... Oh! Was that rain?
It's confusing, isn't it?
I see like little spurts ahead of me. Unless it's sparks. Tell you what, it could be rain inbound. We won't know till, well, the end of the race, but I hope there is rain. Imagine we get rain from like the last 5-6 laps of the race. And people like stickle twist.
Oh, I've got flashbacks there.
Button's just out of the DRS zone. Oh, he's clawed it back in. Force manure's been dropped by David, but Skivid's still there fighting for 6th place. Considering the numbers, we have had a good few battles.
And
We've
still
had
got
clean
some.
racing as well.
Still got some to come.
Skivid is on the back of Force Mule for light speed! Williams power ahead into turn 1. Nice from Skibby. Can he go and hunt down David for 5th place? Well, it could be a net 4th if he passes him, actually. Possibly.
Oh,
Oh, the T-jerk. Possibly lost the rear. I think this is his first ever league that he's raced in on any racing game, so
yeah.
fair play to him for sticking out. This is just a learning process for him. We've all been there. Forced me all very late on the brakes here, no shells on the back of the Williams. He wants that position back. Ooh, squirmy on the curb.
I think he'll live for another day.
You get 10 seconds added on, don't you? If you don't serve a stop go.
Depends on how you mean stop go.
If you get a 5-second stop go penalty and you don't serve it, and you cross the line
the
with
5
it.
seconds will be added on.
Oh really? I thought it was 10.
So like, if you get 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane, you can either serve it in a pit stop if you pit, or if you don't choose to pit, it'll just be added into your final race time.
Okay. So it could be interesting to see where Fish Sticks ends up. He needs to pull that gap slightly to the cars behind. I think he could get 4th, to be honest.
It's just not in his favour at the moment.
No, Button is trying desperately. I mean, he's burning his ERS here. Gap at the front, well, the gap between 1st and 2nd to 2nd to 3rd is about 8 seconds at the moment. As Klutschak starts lap 22 in a few seconds, it'll be 6 laps to go. Yeah, it looks as if it's getting a bit lighter now. I can't tell. It's like the crossover stage is inbound.
The gods are playing us dirty right now.
Yeah, I blame Falcon with that message in the chat. Typical Scottish. Come on, let's see the rain.
I've got a fun question for you, Ben.
Go on.
And you'll definitely know the answer to this. What does rain look like in Lego?
What does it look like?
Like,
very slippery.
but are they like Lego bricks that fall out the sky, or?
No, just normal raindrops, but obviously little Lego figures walking around and slip over.
Alright.
And you don't get broken bones because you just get broken bodies.
Or in F1's case, broken suspension.
Yep, there you go. Button still trying to get that DRS, but Fishstick's got him covered. 5 more laps to go as Klutschak crosses the line. Will we see the rain at France? It's going to be interesting. Button is struggling here now, Charles, to keep up with Fish Sticks now.
Yeah, he's starting to fall off. He didn't really need to overtake him though, does he?
Not really, but he has just gained about half a second through Sector 1. That is his strong point of the track compared to the Renault driver. Does he get the... Exactly a second, so he gets the DRS. But he's got a DRS issue. No way. Unless he's just forgot to turn it on.
Didn't pop up.
I saw an orange thing on his car then. It was bang on a second as he hit the detection zone, but nonetheless, he's still trying to catch this Renault. Gap at the front's dropped to 7.5 now. Can Button find the pace that has been shown in Sector 1 and cement the DRS off the Renault this lap? Not close enough, it looks like. Gap starting to drift out now with everyone.
Oh dear.
Oh, T-jerk. How's he done that?
I think.
Corner cutting. I think he did that going into the pits.
Yeah.
I've seen that on even on regular when there's like if you cross the white line, you know, at Vietnam.
Yeah.
You get given a penalty even on regular, so unless he's got a clip,
He had the 3 warnings.
deem that a bit harsh. Don't think you can really gain an advantage coming in the pits like that. You have to slow down anyway. But he comes out in between the two leaders on the soft tyres. Let's not see a knock on Verstappen. 2018 Brazil, if you remember it.
No, I was only like 3 years old then.
I think you were just born that year, weren't you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Stayed overcast the whole race, it looks like. Let's see what T-Jerk can do on those softs. Can he nick fastest lap off the leader? Excuse me. T-Jerk not really catching Klutschak here. Maybe the tyre warm-up issues starting to occur. But you have to say, from qualifying on pole and bolting away at the start, he's controlled this race.
Absolutely.
Kept it consistent throughout. Force Mule's got onto the softs now. It's a battle for... This is going to be interesting. Do people bank on going for fresh tyres now and catching up to the car ahead that they've lost position to into the pits, or do they stay out? Because if I was Button, I'd be thinking, could I come in the pits and gain 3 or 4 seconds a lap here? Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're in a different realm to you, Ben.
Maybe. Just a bold strategy. But it's going to be interesting to see who gets fastest lap out of the 2 drivers at the back. Oh, T-Jerk's just gone purple first sector. He's burning his ERS now. He's not having this. T-Jerk's not really closing in on the leader unless he doesn't want to. Going to be interesting to see if Button can close in. Does he go risky strategy and try and pass him on track? Here we go. Klutschak's about to start the final lap of this race. He's really pulled the gap. A 32.2. What is the fastest lap? A 31.8. Wow. So he's showing some really good pace, even on old hard tyres. Let's see if he can beat the fastest lap of T-Jerk in the Ferrari. Is Button going to be close enough? Final lap. This is his last chance to beat him on track. And I think Fishstick's got him covered. But he will get that third place onto the podium. It's been a very safe and methodical race from these drivers, no shows, but some good battling nonetheless.
Indeed.
Don't you ever use that word ever again.
Nah, it's fine. I've been given special permission.
You can shut up as well. But here comes Klutschak round the final corner as he is about to take his maiden win in FPRL as he crosses the line and takes the win around the French Grand Prix circuit. It's going to be an AlphaTauri 1-2. Here comes Monkey Boy. He will be happy with second as he crosses the line. Here comes Fishsticks, who's weaving because he knows he's going to get beaten on the positions by Button into third, Fishsticks fourth. Will David get fourth? It's a bit far back, but you never know.
Nope.
No, gets fifth. Incredible fifth place for the Racing Point there. Skivid, I think we'll be happy taking sixth. And then Force Manure will get seventh and T-Jerk will get eighth. Who are we giving driver of the day to? Position changes.
Nothing much happened.
Klutschak, start to finish, commanding.
I would say yeah.
If you could invite the top three into the party, please.
Yep.
So there we go, an AlphaTauri 1-2 around France with the Ferrari driver Button nicking third. Very good win for Klutschak and second place for Monkey Boy. So there we go, so your race winner is Klutschak in the AlphaTauri, followed by his teammate Monkey Boy, and Button nicks third off Fishsticks as he gets fourth, David fifth, Skivid 6th, Force Manure 7th, and the Ferrari of T-Jerk gets 8th. There we go, one of three drivers that have joined. Another one joins, just waiting for the Ferrari.
Hello guys.
Hello, hello, hello. Just waiting on Button to join the party. Have you invited him? No shows?
Yeah. I don't
Has he
know.
got a mic? Pretty sure he has.
The Ferrari internet might be as slow as the car. 1 second.
Right, anyway, whilst we wait for him to join, I guess we can carry on now, Charles. So, do you want to do the interviews?
All of them?
If you want, yeah.
We can do 2 and 1.
Hello. Go on then. You can do third and first, and I'll do second.
Alright, sounds good. So, we're all here. We'll start with you then, Button. 3rd place, very good result in the Ferrari. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You were all over the back of fish sticks through that race, and you kept up pretty nicely with them. Would you say that third is a good result for you?
Yeah, I've got it because he got a penalty, but he was quicker than me out the corners. I was catching him in the twisty sections, but he was quicker than me. I don't think I was going to get past him really. So it's a good result. It was a hard race following his car the whole race there, I must admit.
Yeah, it was. Even though we had 8 people to watch, he's put on a really good battle for us to watch. So, congratulations. I haven't really got any other questions to ask.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we gave you something to watch anyway.
Yeah.
Have you included your audio, Monkey Boy, in the party?
Yeah, it should be.
Yep. Right. Anyway, so congrats on second place. A 1-2
Cheers,
for
mate.
AlphaTauri. Not the order that you wanted personally, but I guess you'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. First podium in this league. Obviously there wasn't as many people tonight, but I still wanted to get that podium. At the start, I had a little look down Klutschak on the outside, kept with him for about a couple of laps, but he had the pace. He fully deserved the win, no mistakes. My tyres were going off a bit at the end, but obviously I knew I had the 7 or 8 seconds to fish sticks and button to sort of ease off a bit. So it was a good race for me. And
Yeah, well done on the podium. Over to you, No Shoals.
Alright. I hope I'm not saying this wrong. I've been saying it like this. Klutschak.
Hey mate.
Hey, first place. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure you've led every single lap of that race. It must feel good.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. First of all, congratulations to all the podium finishers. The first lap, pretty close with with my teammate Monkey Boy, but after that I just got in my own zone and just nursed it to the end. And very happy to revert my pole this time after I lost it to tire strategy in Bahrain shorts. So pretty happy, yes.
Well, congratulations on that. Just
you.
one question to everyone on the podium. What percentage were your tyres on? I'm asking for a friend.
Last stint about 42, 43 at the rears.
Jesus. That's pretty good.
At the end on the hards for me, the rears I wasn't too worried about, but my left front was at 70 on the last straight.
That must have been scary.
Well, yeah, I was nursing it.
Panic station.
Last 2 laps, didn't want that puncture, but no, thankfully it held out just about.
Anyway, congratulations to the top 3, both AlphaTauris and the Ferrari of Budson. Thank you, No Shoals, for doing commentary. First time in the league.
Yay.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
And we'll see you next week for the Austria Grand Prix for both divisions.
Hopefully with some